Lisa's frantic call reveals my father's plot to destroy me, fueled by a desire for money. Amidst this chaos, I focused on securing Cherry's future, enrolling her in the prestigious Golden Sunshine School. A surprising lack of scrutiny for Cherry's admission raises questions, especially when it becomes clear that powerful people are involved. This is confirmed when Justin Hunt, who claims he provided a recommendation letter for Cherry's place at Golden Sunshine, arranges a lunch meeting. However, the meeting takes an unexpected turn when Justin arrives alone, leaving me disappointed and suspicious. I had specifically asked him to bring his son Pete, yet he didn't. Why did Justin agree to bring Pete and then fail to do so? What is he hiding? What is the true extent of my father's plan, and how will he attempt to destroy me? What powerful influence was used to get Cherry into Golden Sunshine? And why was it done so quickly and secretly? Where's your son, Mr. Hunt? My voice was steady. Justin took a slow sip of his coffee before responding smoothly. He has classes, of course. There was no Pete, just Justin. A quiet sigh. Reaching for the coffee in front of me, I took a sip. Justin raised an eyebrow. That's Hacienda La Esmeralda? Quite rare? I barely blinked. Tastes like coffee. He chuckled. You have no appreciation for the finer things, Miss Smith. Before I could respond, a waiter entered, setting down an exquisitely arranged plate in front of him. Great, I said flatly, eyeing the dish. We can leave when you're done. Justin picked up his fork before replying. I ordered 6 more courses. You're joking. Justin took a slow, deliberate bite. After a few minutes of silence, he finally broke it. So, how's your daughter? Adjusting well? His tone was casual. She's fine. He leaned forward slightly. And your new family? Settling in nicely? I exhaled. My patience was running thin, and I had no interest in indulging in his probing questions. These are all boring questions, Mr. Hunt. Justin smirked. Oh? What would you rather discuss? My gaze flickered to the bottle of wine on the table. Without breaking eye contact, I reached for it, spinning it between my fingers. Let's play a game, I said smoothly. Let's play truth or dare. There's no need for games. You can just ask, Miss Smith. I leaned forward slightly. Okay, how did you and Pete's mother come to have him, Mr. Hunt? The smirk faded from Justin's lips. For the first time during the entire meal, his voice carried a warning edge. Be careful with your questions, Miss Smith. Justin sat across from me, completely focused on his meal, deliberately ignoring me. I leaned forward slightly. Do you still talk to Pete's mother? He didn't even flinch. His fork moved smoothly from plate to mouth, as if I hadn't spoken at all. I watched him carefully before pressing further. How did you two meet? Still, nothing. Come on, Justin. My voice remained light. She must have been someone special. Justin suddenly slammed his fork down. Stop with these questions, please. Silence. Then his voice came again, firmer this time. I don't want to talk about that horrible woman. I didn't respond. Then his gaze lifted to mine, cool and calculating. What about your daughter's father? A slow smile curled my lips. Cherry's father? Unfortunately, there's something wrong with his brain. Justin frowned. He's kind of an idiot, I said casually. Goes on and on about fighting and killing people every day. And he thinks that every woman in the world owes him something. Gets mad at people for no reason. Since he called Pete's mom a horrible woman, it's only fair I curse him a little too, right? An eye for an eye. I smirked internally, but Justin's frown deepened. Something wrong with his brain? He repeated. Can't you treat him? I waved a hand dismissively. He's very ill. I can't cure him. Justin exhaled, shifting uncomfortably in his seat. There was something about my answer that unsettled him. His next words came out more hesitantly. Why did you have a child with him? I suppressed a laugh. Who knows? I said, tilting my head as if the thought hadn't occurred to me before. Maybe God thought he shouldn't be left without an heir. Justin scoffed, his voice laced with sarcasm. So you were pretty much just doing charity then? Leaning forward, he smirked. After all, apart from you, he probably won't be able to find any other woman for the rest of his life. I rolled my eyes, pushing my plate aside. I'm full, Mr. Hunt, you. Suddenly, Justin's phone rang. He answered. Yes, any updates? Good. Get me all the details on that property in Manhattan. Yes, immediately. And have the legal team review the zoning laws. He placed the phone back down. Real estate in New York? I asked, raising an eyebrow. Not a great time for it, Mr. Hunt. I'd consider the stock market instead right now. Tech stocks, specifically. There's a lot of potential there. Justin chuckled, a hint of sarcasm in his voice. Ah, so you're a stock market broker now, Miss Smith, giving me investment advice between courses? I appreciate the concern, but I think I'll stick to what I know. Besides, property is a tangible asset. Unlike those fleeting digital trends, I'm not done yet. Before we continue, I said, pausing, I wanted to thank you for the recommendation letter for Cheryl. It meant a lot. Justin smiled, a softer expression than he'd shown all meal. It was my pleasure. I adore Cherry. She and Pete get along so well. If Pete had a sister, I imagine she'd be just like Cherry. I scoffed, pushing back my chair. Take your time to eat. I'll leave first. Justin, leisurely cutting into his next bite, didn't even glance up. Is this how the Andersons treat people they've agreed to have lunch with? With a sigh, I sat back down, crossing my arms as I watched him. My gaze flickered with something unreadable. 2 hours later, Justin finally placed his utensils down, dabbing the corners of his mouth with a napkin. I straightened immediately. Finally, I waved at the waiter. Check, please. The waiter smiled politely. Mr. Hunt has already taken care of the bill. I blinked, turning toward Justin. It's my treat this time, he said smoothly. You can treat me next time. I narrowed my eyes suspiciously. Next time? I followed him out of the private room, my mind already planning a million ways to ensure there would be no next time. Suddenly my phone rang. Pulling out my phone, I quickly answered. Miss Smith, you need to come down to the school immediately. Something happened to Cheryl. My entire body tensed. What happened? Please just come as soon as possible. I turned to Justin. I have to go. He frowned. What's wrong? My legs moved, but they felt like lead, each step a struggle against the crushing weight of maternal terror. The teacher's words, though spoken softly, hammered against my skull. Something happened. A word that could mean anything, everything. My breath hitched, a ragged, uneven sound. What happened? Was she hurt? Was she scared? Who did this? The simple truth was, in that moment, I was a mother consumed by a single, terrifying thought. My baby, my child. I will burn the world down to keep her safe.